Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Corey Johnson, and welcome to Relationship Management. Today's topic is going to be about I am going to be speaking on behalf of every woman and every man all over this world. Okay? I am going to be your psychologist, and I'm going to be your counselor. Alright? I am giving you psychiatric help today because I have been studying out of some books in the library that has a lot to do with mental doctors and the way people's brain function. And there's going to be some terminology that you already are aware of, that certain circumstances can brain damage you. And you can get mental disorder from relationship. That is the number one stress killer all around this world. If I didn't know what I was talking about, there wouldn't be no such thing as post-traumatic stress disorder. And you wouldn't have never heard anything about the term stress kills. And I'm more than sure everybody all over this world have heard of the saying, my doctor said I can't have stress. Okay, so what every man and woman need to realize that you are a loaded gun. Alright? Whenever you stress your partner out, whenever you make your partner scared, you putting stress upon them. And you putting pressure on their brain. Whenever you make your significant other scream and holler, that goes to this little particle of cells up in his brain. And it shakes. And it disturbs that. The more he holler or the more she holler, you make a person start having leakages up in their brain. And then it leaks, it dries over important part, and it dries, it be like crazy glue over some important that really do needs to work. That's just like you buy a mixing board and you open the mixing board up and you put crazy glue on the important part that needs to breathe and to be right. You put the crazy glue on it, and next thing you know, you cut it on, and it's gonna start acting stupid. Know why? Because something is you put a blockage there on the main part of the circuit board. You know, you make it start popping. It's got this sound like electric circuit sound and shutting off on you and stuff and acting all stupid. That's how a person's brain works. You know, and the number one killer that can cause, you know what I mean, stress can kill, because it can cause, you know, someone to catch a heart attack. You can catch a heart attack with stress. You know, and stress can happen by, you know, a person being scared. A lot of ladies don't think that whenever they making their man jealous with other men, that make their partner scared, and you make them fear. And they always gotta tell you, no, don't do that to me. Like, don't do that. And they, no. And next thing you know, the left side of their brain just start hurting. They start catching headaches, and you can cause your significant other to catch a brain aneurysm or something, or to get a leakage, or to hemorrhage up there in his brain. You can cause a person, you can die, have a very all of a sudden death. You can die like that. You are a loaded gun. That's going to be the name of this topic. Whether you're male or female, you are a loaded gun. And you have to register that up in your brain, in your head. Okay? That's why so many women all over this world is bipolar, because a lot of you men have scared the shit out of the ladies so bad. And you give them all kind of headaches, and you made them worry a lot, and you have caused them to become a dysfunctional person. Now they got bipolar and they're schizophrenic, and they can't stop being that type of a person. And then they'll treat other men bad because of how you treat it, vice versa. You know what I mean? A person can be very nice, you know what I mean? A nice guy. Don't be cursing you out or nothing. You know what I mean? You be really right and good. And then his girlfriend start flirting with other men. Without Victoria's Secrets making videos, licking her lips like she want to suck their dick and fuck, and making these fuck faces like she wants some dick in her. And your boyfriend instead of telling you stop, no, don't do that. Next thing you know, his brain start hurting, and he telling you that it feel like he's having health problems up in his brain. Next thing you know, you still saying shit to make him angry and mad, and that fast you done brain damage him. He cursing you out, and next thing you know, you like, I don't want you no more because you're using violent words against me. Well, it's your fault because you brain damage him. You cause him to become bipolar. You give him a brain injury. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody in this world can take pressure. That type of a pressure. That's the worst relationship you can ever get involved with. A woman that likes to make you jealous. That's the number one killer. It'll make you age fast. It'll make you die fast. It'll make you have a brain aneurysm. She would give you health problems. So if your girlfriend or boyfriend don't want to stop making you jealous, you have to get out of that relationship. There's either two things you can do. You can fake like you fuck somebody else so she can finally block you, and because that will save your life from winding up dying behind her. Or you can really have sex with somebody. You understand what I'm saying? You do what you got to do to protect yourself. You got to run. Whether you lie to her and say that I cheated on you, or whether you really do cheat. It's one of them options you got to do. You're going to have to take to run away from her, because if you don't, you're going to wind up dying. You're going to wind up catching a heart attack. You know what I mean? You're going to wind up catching a brain aneurysm. Look it up on Google and say, why am I having pains on the left side of my brains? And it's going to explain. It's going to be a diagram, and they're going to show you what can cause these events. You know what I mean? When you have a woman up in your life that's always flirting with other men and trying to make their dick hard and stuff, like trying to seduce them, and she don't want to stop, that can give you health problems. It can make you, it can devastate you so much. It will be stress, and it will give you post-traumatic stress disorder. It can make you schizophrenic. These type of women, because you are a loaded gun. They can really make you wind up schizophrenic, bipolar, give you post-traumatic stress disorder. They can give you a heart attack. The pain be so bad it'll make you start drinking. You probably didn't drink for years, but you just go out and just had a drink because she hurt you so bad. These type of people, they can devastate your life. They can devastate your health. They can devastate your mental health. They can devastate both your health, like your heart, your brains, and your mental state. So if you tell them and you have a talk with them repeatedly, and they still not surrendering to you after you tell them to stop, lots of time you constantly have to tell them to stop, you know what I mean, and they are refusing to surrender, if she keep refusing to submit to you and respect you, and if she's gonna keep saying, well, don't be jealous, and next thing you know, she'll tell you, well, I'm gonna be making more videos, and she's still making videos anyway, you gotta let her go. You're gonna have to let her go. You know, these type of ladies, you got to run. You know, if you do it the first time, you know what I mean, you probably be a forgiving type. You know what I mean? You know, you be a nice guy, and you send her, you know, a video of you masturbating for her. Good one. You know what I mean? Because you know what you got. You got an anaconda, and you know, she's showing you she like what she see, and then 2 hours later, she go and take her YouTube video and post it on Facebook, where she is licking all hot and bothered, all in her face like she want to have sex. You know what I mean? And she licking her lips like she's horny and turned on, trying to seduce these men. Next thing you know, she got these men, you know, saying how hot she is, how sexy she is, and all that. And then you tell her about it, that how disrespectful that was, and stuff like that. You know? And next thing you know, she's like, well, alright, I'll delete the picture. I will delete the video off my page. I thought it was a different video. And then, you know, she did it again. You know, she had, she sent me a picture with her red, Victoria's Secret bra on. And next thing you know, she put that same picture on her main Facebook page. And then she did a video with that Victoria's Secret lingerie on. And she was telling these men to support her page and to love your little sweet Maria. And then she blew it a kiss. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And then the men had started complimenting her, calling her sexy and hot and stuff. And she started putting hearts and kisses to their comments. Red hearts and red kisses to their comments. She did that to be disrespectful to me and vindictive. So I went ahead and, you know, got a drink. You know, it caused me to get upset and angry. It caused me to feel like I had a migraine, something on the left side of my head. It was hurting. It had never happened before. It was very, very bad. And I told her how she had me feeling, and she was still trying to make me upset and saying things to make me angry and mad and stuff. You know, so when you have people like that don't want to surrender and admit that they were wrong and stop, you know, you need to run. You need to let them go. And they have men like that too. You know what I mean? That a lady can be good, and he be the one that making her scared. They got men that's, you know, ain't no good. You know, they be having all kind of ladies and making ladies, trying to make ladies hot and stuff. So it's just like the opposite, like I described about this woman here. Well, that's opposite. That's men that's like that too. And if you're a good woman and this man can brain damage you, ladies, it can cause you to become bipolar, schizophrenic, and make you sick. You have to get away from these people. The best thing to do is the first time they disrespect you that way, and they call it making other, you know what I mean? If the man making other ladies hot and obviously he licking his tongue out, you know what I mean? And rubbing all on his chest and licking his lips. And then these ladies saying how hot he is and how fine. You need to leave him right away. Same thing with a lady. You know what I mean? My mistake, when she did it the first time, I should have left that fucking ass alone. The very first time. The very first time she did that shit, I should have told her off and left her alone. I should have broke up with her ass right there. We can't play the game of forgiveness and play like we Jesus and be sweet. And, you know what I mean? With a person that is a loaded gun. You can't play with your life. You can't risk your life with people like that. You know what I mean? People like that, that's just like you having a gorilla up in your house. One of those big gorillas. It's too risky. That gorilla is a deadly weapon and a loaded gun. It's gonna wind up seeing you and he gonna be mad and thinking about someone or beating the hell out of you. You understand what I'm saying? Or it's just like you have one of those big old gigantic anacondas. You know what I mean? You get up to go get some water, you know what I mean? You don't even realize he got out the cage. Next thing you know, you walk out your door and out your room and the anaconda go right up in your face and bite you and kill you, swallow you up and eat you up. You know, you can't entertain danger. You know, if they don't have the sense to be respectful, you have to let them go on the spot. You can't give them a second chance. Because, you know, if you give them a second chance, it might be too late. You be already brain damaged and that can make your health bad. It's just not worth it. It's not worth living your life trying to, you know what I mean, make something work with a person that's, you know, bipolar or crazy like that. You don't need nobody up in your life like that. It's just not worth it. I don't care how good the sex is, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Your life is more important than being up in another person's life that's being disrespectful to you. And I hope this message is crystal clear. I hope that you guys will follow these guidelines, because it's very important. You need to find somebody that's on one accord with you, that know how to respect you before you to even have sex. You got to speak about respecting your likes and dislikes. And if your partner telling you don't like that, you better stop it. Because if you do it, he got a right to leave you. Vice versa. Never tolerate nobody that keep on disrespecting you. Don't tolerate it. If you tell them to stop and they keep on doing it, you got to let it go. You got to break it up. You got to do something to save yourself from winding up getting a brain injury. It's just not worth it. Always remember, okay, and you are a loaded gun, and you need to realize you need to start caring about your significant other feelings, like you are hurting him or you're hurting her, and got to stop. If he tell you stop, stop. If he tell you stop, stop. You got to fucking stop. A relationship saver is you have to admit that you're wrong. You got to say, I fucked up. I can't blame you for cursing me out. That's the only way, you know, you might get forgiveness. He might give you another chance. Or she might give you another chance. You got to admit. You got to give him props. Hey, I know you're a good person and I say that you was violent with words, but that's my fault. I had you fucked up. I had you scared and I brain damaged you to get angry with me. And when you start talking like that, strong possibility your significant other might give you a chance, because you get it that you can't be fucking over him like that. You cause a problem for yourself if you disrespect them. Vice versa, gentlemen, you cause a problem for yourself if you're the one that's being disrespectful to your woman like that. She don't have to stay with you or put up with your shit. if you're going to keep being disrespectful to her, and vice versa. He don't have to stay with you or stay in a relationship with you or keep being nice with you or pretend like he's not hurt. No, he got a right to curse your ass out if you keep on hurting him. You're being vindictive. Knowingly, willingly, and deliberately keep on fucking all over him. Seducing other men, making a dick hard. Your boyfriend still saying stop and you still doing it. You're getting worse and worse. So he have a right to go and fuck somebody else. To take it to the extreme. Because you should have cut your shit out. You guys have a good day.